much for coming in this fall, summer-like evening to hear magic and to hear the beautiful songs of two of Latin America's most distinguished, amazing, extraordinary artists. Celia Cruz from Cuba, we recall the Queen of Salsa, Violetta Parra from Chile, Latin America, and the world. This presentation is performed by the Core Ensemble, a musical chamber group, and the Core Ensemble is very, very familiar with Wellesley College because the director, Mike Parola, began rehearsing in this stage about 33 years ago with the work of music professor Martin Brody. Then they came here 25 years ago to present Tres Vidas about Frida Kahlo, Alfonsina Storni, and Rufina Amaya. And today we have a spectacular show called Las Magnificas. They were magnificent women and they changed their world and our world. But both of them had to deal with the complex issues of history. Like Celia Cruz, one night in Mexico City, and Violetta Parra, one night in La Carpa de la Reina, the tent of La Reina, where she sang and had a peña, almost musical gatherings. So we will remember these women, we will hear the music, we will hear the words. I would like to thank all the sponsors, and I've been practicing so I will not forget them. So just in case I can look at the paper, but the sponsors are in this kind, not particular order, but the orders I can remember, because I dealt with them a lot of times. The Lecture Policy Committee, the Elizabeth Edward Fund, the International Friends of the Human Rights Commission in Chile, the Freedom Project, the Writing Program, the Newhouse Center for the Humanities, the Office of Intercultural Affairs, and the following departments: our own, the Spanish department, theater, music, and believe it or not, Russian. Because we have a few communities and all. And two different sponsors that come from outside the college, but they are friends. I'd like to mention Joy Regina Bergi and Marianne Verily from the American Association of Teachers of Spanish and Portuguese, and especially the Massachusetts branch, and Frank Poletti from Facing History and Ourselves. I would also like to mention, in a very, very special way, the Magnifica Jael Matos. Where are you? Because without you, this wouldn't have been possible. I humbly would like to say that I wrote the words, but I haven't heard how these words have been changed. And I want to thank my dear friend and translator, Celeste Christopoulos Copperman, for translating from the Spanish to the English. According to Mike Parola, he says that this is a marriage between music and words, and we will simply enjoy their songs, their lives, and the beauty of Latin America. Thank you.
I am Celia Cruz, and ever since I was a child, sugar has accompanied me. I made my lips with the sugar of Cuba, the island that taught me how to sing. Here in 1960, as I stand in this hotel room in Mexico City, I think of my island Cuba and what is happening. La Revolución, the new communist government. I have seen Fidel maybe 2 or 3 times from afar. I never went to get my picture taken with him. I am not a communist, and I don't like communism. I love my country, but I don't love its government. All of the changes. My father is near death. My mother is not much better. Pedro wants to marry me. But can I trust him? If we go to America, I will not be allowed to return to Cuba. betraying to my voice, to my entire being that is filled with song. Bathed by the sea. When people recognize me, they see that I am African and Cuban, that I am black and I am every color. I love the shade of my night-colored skin. Many think I have too many colors in my hair, hair as red as the most passionate poppy flowers, and hair that is golden like the tropical sun. My most beloved hair, however, is that which is mine. Hair as deep as an African night. I sang to console the youngest that suffered from unbearable hunger. In singing contests, I didn't always earn money. They gave us bags of food. I even won a cake. I sang to console those lost amid the thickness of rum. My father didn't want me to be a singer, but my mother said, "Oye, mija, don't listen to that man. You keep singing." And my voice sparkled like the sea, startling even me with its rich sounds. No sé qué tiene tu voz que fascina, no sé qué tiene tu voz tan divina, que un mágico vuelo le trae consuelo a mi corazón. No sé qué tiene tu voz que domina con el rumbo de magia mi pasión. Tu voz se adentró en mi ser y la tengo presa. Tu voz que está llena de campanas al morir la tarde. Tu voz que se vierte de violines en las madrugadas. Es el divino poder que tienes niña para entenderse. Tu voz que susurro de ganas de luna de brisa. Tu voz que está llena de campanas al morir la tarde. Tu voz que se viste de olvides en las madrugadas. Dios te bendiga mi bien, tu gracia y tu ser, que me hace soñar. Pedro, you lie in deep silence. The man who loves so many women is here by my side. If we return to Cuba, will we fall into the great abyss? Every revolution is beautiful, but how will we live? And if we leave for the United States, will I be able to return one day to see my mother's eyes? Cuba. There on that island of sound and waves, on that island of secrets, I was born barefoot when we were no longer slaves. I learned to sing listening to everything that surrounded me. The swaying palm trees, the sweet and wild surf. That island with its sea, its orchestra, like the sea has given me so much. ears are maybe in his trumpet. ¿Quién será que me quiera? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será que me dijo amor? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? Yo no sé si lo podré encontrar. Yo no sé. Yo no sé si volveré a querer. Yo no sé. But you made me a promise, Pedro. The promise of love. And I believe you. I like promises. Promises are like songs. They are more delicious than kisses. You have promised me a life of happiness. I wonder if your many women will return. He promises to be with me. On the outside, he is azúcar. And on the inside, he is pure gold. He querido volver a vivir la pasión y el calor de otro amor que me hiciera sentir, que me hiciera feliz como ayer lo fui. ¿A quién será el que me quiere a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿A quién será el que me dé su amor? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? Pedro calls me azúcar mía and says, my dearest Celia, we are together. We will go to America together. I will leave my trumpet behind. I will guide you. I will take care of you. And together, we will live in another land. Perhaps it has always been like this to decide in an instant. In New York, will we find our voice along with so many others that left the island? Will I be just another black woman, a maid for the wealthy, like those who came to hear me at the Tropicana? The artisans eat. I will not die from hunger. A cake? It's not enough to live on. I reject a revolution with hunger. I will not return to the Cuba I left behind. am in the Queen's tent. A radiant dream, like all of my dreams, filled with angel wings. In the beginning, everyone came, including the rich in their elegant cars. And I did everything, just like all other women. Well, we always do everything. We sweep, iron, breastfeed, and tolerate the silly men who sometimes know how to make love. I like to talk about myself in the third person, and I like to go out and sing in familiar and unknown places. Here in Santiago, Violetta Parra sings to life and to death on her final night. If I were to go to heaven, it would be on a dark and clear night like this. Two little angels would come for me with a set of enormous wings made from fallen leaves and white owls, and fireflies would accompany my ascent and show me the way. Childhood, a word so many wrap up in joy, in happiness, in carefree days. The truth is, we were dirt poor. We walked to school barefoot. I am the little woman who escaped being illiterate. Sometimes we were so hungry, we would eat ice and the berries from the maqui tree, or whatever the earth provided. My father was a teacher in the only school in San Fabian de Alico. He drank so much he would often wander around lost for days in the countryside. Sometimes I can still hear him calling me. Violetita! Violetita! ¿Dónde estás, mi Violetita? I see my mother as one sees the things that are cherished the most. She was tiny. This tiny woman with moon-colored hair leaning over her sewing machine, with rusted petals and her feet touching the wings in the wind. I got along well with my brothers, especially Nicanor, who became a well-known poet and traveled extensively, like the great Neruda. I would go to parties with my sister Hilda. Where we danced to everything. Cumbias to sevillanas. We would return home at dawn. Mama would she would sing with us and get very happy. Tengo una petacita para ir guardando las penas y pesares que estoy pasando. Tengo una petaquita para ir guardando las penas y pesares que estoy pasando. Pero algún día abro la petaquita, la hallo vacía. Pero algún día abro la petaquita, la hallo vacía. Todas las niñas tienen en el vestido un letrero que dice quiero marido. Todas las niñas tienen en el vestido un letrero que dice quiero marido. Dicen que hace, pero no hace lo que nunca he tenido. Falta no me hace, pero algo se propague por toda la población, que león sanguinario en toda generación. Sí. Por suerte tengo guitarra para llorar mi dolor. También tengo 9 hermanos fuera del que se crió. Los 9 son comunistas con el favor de mi Dios. Sí. I left San Fabián de Arico and began singing folk songs in the bars of Santiago. Traveling by foot, I toured almost the entire country of Chile and uncovered its folklore. We live on our roots, not on our branches. Peasant wisdom transforms tragedy into a beautiful fact of life. I gathered more than 1,000 songs and stories. I traveled to the most remote towns where I found the heart of my country and recipes for spicy salsa and mistela licor, and in the special funerals for little angels, the children who die as babies and go to heaven. They say I have inspired La Nueva Canción, the new song movement. Truth is, these abandoned and marginalized people inspired me to compose my own songs, such as La Carta and Volver a los 17. I realized that none of us had recognized the importance, the value of these stories, this music and this art. I was inspired to create ceramics. I was inspired to do needlework. I was inspired to write poetry. I was inspired to start painting. I was the first Latin American woman to have a solo exhibit at the Louvre. Leonardo da Vinci ended up at the Louvre. Violetta Parra began at the Louvre. I am a passionate communist. Throughout the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and into the 60s, I believed it was the only way to give voice to these voiceless people. Of course, I belong to the Communist Party, as long as it doesn't interfere with the divine. Here, in La Carpa de la Reina, the Queen's tent, I created my dream. A center, a place where people could come hear me and other young musicians just getting started. This place was called La Peña by many, a place to hear music, to eat, and drink. Who could have imagined that so many people from the music and art worlds, including the intellectuals from the capital, would be drawn here? She died alone while I was singing to strangers in Europe. My little Rosita Clara left for heaven, and I could not say goodbye to her. I couldn't give her the little wings and dress her like the baby angel she was to me. You don't cry for a dead child. Tears wet their wings and prevent them from flying into heaven. It was my fault for being a mother who had abandoned her child. It was my fault that I wanted to travel. It was my fault for having this passion to sing. Maldigo del cielo, la estrella con su reflejo, maldigo los azulejos, desde yo arroyuelo. Maldigo del bajo suelo, la piedra con su contorno, maldigo el fuego del horno, porque mi alma está de luto. Maldigo los estatutos del tiempo, con sus bochornos, cuánto será mi dolor. Maldigo la cordillera de los Andes y de la costa, maldigo, señor langosta y larga faja de tierra. También la paz y la guerra, lo franco y lo peligroso, maldigo lo perfumoso, porque mi aire no está muerto. Maldigo todo lo cierto y lo falso, con lo dudoso, cuánto será mi dolor. Maldigo luna paisaje, los valles y de la costa, maldigos y larga hoja de tierra. En la paz y la guerra, lo franco y lo peligroso, maldigo lo perfumoso, porque me aflige el dolor. Maldigo el vocablo amor con toda su porquería, cuánto será mi dolor. Rosita Clara's death is my fault, and I curse the high sky more than anyone. I curse myself. But someday, I will reach the same heaven, where she will be waiting for me, singing in the little house in the sky. She will remember my name and she will say, "Here comes my dear mama, Violetta." Love is what fuels me. Isn't it that way for everyone? Love is like water. If you don't keep it moving, it rots. When a man touches my heart, I lose the little brains I have. No other love has ravaged my heart, like my Gilbert. Suddenly I saw him arrive. Perhaps I felt him arrive like a familiar perfume. He smelled like honeysuckle and I of violets. The memory of what we were before knowing each other was already between us. He made me feel the light and pleasure of being young in the moment of love. Something in him made me feel like I was a 17-year-old girl. Volver a los 17, después de vivir un siglo, es como descifrar signos, sin ser sabio competente. Volver a ser de repente tan frágil como un segundo, volver a sentir profundo como un niño frente a Dios. Eso es lo que siento yo en ese instante fecundo. Se va enredando como en el muro la hiedra y va brotando como el mosquito en la piedra, como el mosquito en la piedra. Torbellino de pureza original, hasta un feroz animal susurra su secreto, de creer peregrino, libera el prisionero, el amor con sus esmeros, al viejo lo vuelve niño, y hermano solo el cariño lo vuelve vivo y sincero. Se va enredando como en el mundo y va brotando como el mosquito en la piedra, como el mosquito en la piedra, y sí. De par en par en la ventana se abrió como un encanto, entró al amor de su mano, como una Biblia mañana, al sol sobre la mañana, hizo brotar el racimo, volando cual serafín. Al cielo le puso arenas y mi sangre en 17 la convirtió en se va enredando como en el mundo de guerra y va brotando como el mosquito en la piedra, como el mosquito en la piedra, y sí. Gilbert and I sang and loved together. Happiness lit on our faces, and I no longer feared the night or solitude. And when he kissed my eyelids, my entire body was immersed in sweet rain. Then he went away. He arrived like a fresh breeze on a clear morning. He left like a bolt of lightning, filled with raging shadows. I returned to those shadows. My head spins and spins, searching for an answer to his flight. Neruda says, love is so short and oblivion so long. Gilbert has left and married a younger woman. The Queen's tent has failed. Why? Cold winters, hot summers, great distances. Fewer and fewer people have come, and there are barely days when I had enough to eat. I am weary of the downpours, and weary of waiting and hoping with my melancholy guitar and my sad mouth, my dark heart and soul like a burning forest. My face has lost its sense of serenity. There's no longer smoothness in my smile. My songs have dried up. The devil has lost her poncho. I am leaving. When I was a child, I would gaze up at the stars with a kaleidoscope. Now they are looking back at me because they are waiting for me. I am leaving. The night is beautiful, and it seems like I could touch the stars with my hand. My guitar is asleep at my feet. I am leaving. This is my moment. My time that I have chosen with death no longer remote. I must say my goodbyes. After all is said and done, I'm grateful for a life full of sound and light. I love this life. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio dos luceros que cuando los hago, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco y en el alto cielo su fondo estrellado y en las multitudes el hombre